was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know.
Back to another fishing video. I did show you guys how to rig up a carp rig, but for all my GAR fishermen out there, we're rigging up a GAR rig. Now, GAR rigs, they are pretty fun. Well, not the GAR rig itself to set up, but GAR. They're fun to reel in. So, like last time, just use like a bass rod. Bass rod works pretty good. And then, supplies. Wire leader. This is like very important because I went fishing for GAR without a wire leader and I could have landed like 20 GAR, but they obviously snapped my line because their teeth are so sharp. They just sawed it off. They shook their head, line snapped. Alright, so supplies you're going to need. Wire leader. Very important. Like, this is probably the most important part you'll need. Tiny treble hook. Now, you can use a panfish hook, but I prefer a tiny treble hook. And then, just like carp, a 3/8 ounce bullet weight. I just feel like 3/8 ounces, a 3/8 ounce bullet weight is just the way to go. So first, you're going to take your main line, connect it to your rod and reel. I'm going to just slip that through the bullet weight, leave that. And then, take your wire leader in your main line. I guess just do a normal, like whatever you use, like Palmer knot, fisherman's knot, uni knot. You can do whatever. I mean, it all works out pretty good, so yeah. I like to use a Palmer knot though, because it's easy to set up, except for A-rigs. Like, if you're using an A-rig, a Palmer knot is not the way to go. You got to use a uni knot or something, unless you put it on a swivel leader. So, same with wire leaders, but wire leaders are flexible, so I guess it's not that hard. Because you can just see this loop, right? And see the leader, you can just slip it right through. They're flexible, so it's pretty easy. And then slip through the whole thing. Pull the line to tighten the knot. Pull the tag in. Cut the tag in. If I can get my pliers on it. Alright, and then here's where the treble hook comes into play. Just take your leader. Alright guys, this is probably the hardest part actually. You just put it on right there. Like that. Here, I'll do it again. It's super hard, guys. Take the eye of the hook, right? And then the leader. Slip it on like this. For all you city people who don't fish, this is probably going to be the most challenging part for you. But it's okay. Just follow this tutorial and you'll be fine. But honestly, it's really easy. And that's your GAR rig. There you go. So, use your GAR rig. You got your swivel and your weight. Then you got your wire leader. And then at the end of your wire leader, your treble hook. So you can actually go buy these wire leaders at Bass Pro. If you do see this video and you are going to carp fish, or not carp, GAR fish, get a get a 6-pack of wire leaders, and probably for the pound test for the wire leader, I would have it at least 20 pound at the least, because GAR fight harder than you do think. For bait, just take a small piece of cut bait, preferably bluegill, slip it on to the treble hook, cast it out, in like a small creek or river. Once you see your line start to go, wait like probably 50 seconds is pretty good, because GAR, they need to eat it because they have a long nose. You cannot hook that nose. I've tried in the past. And then once you get on the bank, just like carp, you can throw it back or throw it on the bank. I prefer to throw it on the bank because they're invasive and they do eat all the game fish. They don't eat the game fish eggs, they eat the game fish. So, hope this helps, and go catch the GAR.
I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know, where sweet tea began.